Hi guys. So I decided I want to make a video. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but I'm gonna just speak on it. So this video is gonna be about my kids. 'Cause I think every parent thinks or every mother thinks that their kids are the most adorable, the most funniest, the most terrible, horrible, wonderful, amazing, can't do nothing wrong, just wonderful kids. No matter how bad y'all are, no matter how terrible we are, no matter how just old y'all are, like, I don't know. That's maybe just me. Like, my kids are bad and good. They're just cute and adorable and just the craziest kids I know. So, I just want to talk about my kids. I think there's a lot of stories I can tell about my kids. I think my kids are really funny. I've always thought my kids are funny. So, I'm going to start off. I had my twins at 19. I was a kid myself, pretty much, but really did not know how to be a mother. And on top of that, I was very lazy, like really lazy, like horribly lazy. And I don't know, I was 18, pregnant, had them at 19, and didn't really know what I was doing. But after I had them, I kind of was happy until my family kind of just shitted on that because I didn't really have a lot of help with twins. But, they were still there for me past it. My parents decided, they were going to take custody of my kids. Not take, that's the wrong word. Was going to help out with custody of my kids. So I was still there for them, but still was trying to get on my feet. So it was the best decision I wanted to make. So I made it. Not proud of it sometimes, but I made it. So before that happened, though, there was this thing that my kids always did. And they had like this obsession with bread. I don't know why, but they just always had an obsession. Now, when I say obsession, I know you're probably like, Kalia, you're exaggerating. No, my kids had an obsession. So bad that at, I don't know, they started crawling 11 months, almost one, like around there, between 11 months and like a month or two after they turned one. So however you want to calculate that, was like 11 to 14 months. That's how we're going to calculate that. They were crawling. So my kids, I stayed on the third floor. So it was like a multi-family unit. So it was like a house downstairs, and then our house was like the next two stories. So I stayed all the way at the third story, like where the stairs are. And when I said I was lazy, like I was lazy, I did not get up until, I don't think we got up till like 1 in the afternoon. Like, because we would stay up to like 5 in the morning. And my kids didn't care. My kids would be asleep on time by like 12. They're babies. So babies go to sleep a little later. But they wouldn't go to sleep probably till like 12, 1 at the latest. And next thing I know, they're up with a loaf of bread in my face. I'm like, how in the world did y'all get a loaf of bread? Like all the way up here from downstairs. So it kept happening. Day after day after day after day, just kept happening. I had a loaf of bread in my face. And they're like, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. And I'm like, what do you want? Loaf of bread. So one day I actually caught them. That's what happened. I had caught them because I woke up and one of them was missing. Like, one was sitting up looking at me, like playing with his toes, and the other one was missing. Now, my kids do have a habit of getting out of bed and just roaming. They've always been that way. And I go looking for him. He downstairs on top of the table getting bread. Like, had the loaf of bread in his hand, but he couldn't get down because I guess he pushed the chair out the way. So he just couldn't get down. I was just like, y'all gotta stop eating so much bread. And my stepmom kept saying to Tisha, it's like, y'all gonna get diabetes if y'all keep eating this much bread. Like, my kids love bread. Okay, fast forward. What else did they used to do? They always slept weird. Like, People always say don't put kids in the bed with like a bunch of stuff around, a bunch of like pillows and blankets and teddy bears, and could they suffocate. I get it. I understand because you never know, especially as a tired mother, you never know what could happen. Your kid be all, face down in the pillow, something in their face, and just can't breathe. So I get it. But my kids, they liked stuff like that. I don't know. They liked having all that stuff. And then it was twins, so they're used to having, each other. So it had pretty much got to the point where my kids could not sleep by themselves. So like I don't even think we bought two playpens. We bought one, but they liked sleeping in the bed with me. But one would not sleep without the other. Like they had to touch each other. Like I would have to, when I put one down in the playpen, I had to put the other one next to him. Like they had to touch. I just always thought that was the cutest little thing. What else did they used to do? I don't know. My twins didn't really have any stories until now. They're 4, and like I think between 3 and 4, they just were the worst. Like, so we will go grocery shopping, and you put the groceries up, put stuff in the refrigerator, put stuff in the cabinets, and we had a lot of low shelf cabinets, or like our shelves were like really low where they could just get on the top of the counter. And I don't know, me and my husband would always wake up, to go get a snack or something, or wake up in the morning to feed them something, and next thing I know, all the food is gone. It won't no fruit, it won't no snacks in the fridge, it won't no juices. Like, they just tore through everything. I'm just like, and typical black mom, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Who told you to do? And then my kids have terrible, terrible, terrible stomachs. Like, my son has a scar to prove it. Like, they cannot, like, the normal kid that they like, Mommy, can I have a sandwich? Mommy, can I have some juice? Mommy, can I have a snack? Mommy, can I have this? Mommy, and you like, yeah, just get out my face. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'll get it in a second. No, I can't do my kids like that because they start puking and shitting all over the place. And it's not pretty or cute. Like, it is the worst thing on earth when they're like that. So, no. So, it just kind of got to the point where they was getting whoopings until they got out of that stage. So, they finally got out of that stage. But you know what they did better? So, when we moved... Okay, so, in this time frame, I had a younger son. He's 2 now. So, in that time frame, I had a third kid. So, we moved to Arkansas. That's where I stay now. And my brother called my youngest son. So, I have, like, boxes in the pantry. Just, like, all the boxes for the kitchen and stuff. Like, I keep everything. That way, if I move again, because I move too much. So, if I move again, I could just put them back in the case or whatever. And, yeah, he caught my 2-year-old son sitting on top of a box trying to get the snacks out of the pantry for the oldest 2. I don't know what I'm doing with my kids. Like, I just don't know. So, another funny thing, my youngest son decides, I don't know, like, he has been in this phase where he just wants me to pick him up every 5 minutes. I don't know if anybody else's kids do that, but he's 2, and I'll be like, I'll do money making online. So I sit on, my tablet or my phone, or we might be watching a movie together or something. So on top of him already moving 20 times in an hour, he also likes to like make me pick him up. Like he can't get on the couch by himself. So it was one day I was sitting in my high chair and my son was like right next to me, and there's a chair right next to me. So instead of him sitting in the chair, he wanted to sit on the stool with me. So I wasn't really paying him attention because I was in a conference call. Somehow he got up there. No, it's not somehow. I'll tell you how. He got up there because he took my hand, put it up under his arm. And if you automatically, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but when I automatically have my hand up under his armpits, like I just want to pick him up. So he just, I guess, assumed that I was just going to automatically pick him up, which I did. But, like, that's what kind of phase he's been in, is just to take my hand and do what he wants. Like, I pat him on the back. If I pat him on the back, he'll, and I stop, he'll like pat me on the back. But it's this annoying thing he's been doing that my stinking brother has taught him, which is how to fight. So he fights everybody. So my uncle, we was at my uncle house one day, and my uncle was like, "You trying to fight? Is you trying to fight?" And he was like, so my uncle was like, "Okay, we gonna fight then." So ever since then, he been putting his fist up. So him and my brother always is like, "Hey, then get him." Talking about, his brothers talking about get him. I'm like, oh my god, like, do we really? Like, can you just chill out for a second? Like, can you just chill out? So lately, he's just like trying to get my attention. So instead of him like that, not only do I hate that anyway, like, do not ever ever tap me because I will slap the shit out of you. But not only do I hate that, he does it with a fist, and then his hands are already tiny and just. I'm like, why? Like, what do you want? And he just points at the TV just to show me his favorite TV show. I'm like, okay, did I really need to see your favorite TV show? Like, I think I've seen Disney Junior like all day. I know what's coming on next, and I know what episode it is because it's the same episode over and over and over again. I think I know what Mickey Mouse looks like. I know what PJ Masks look like. I know what, Elena looks like. I know all the songs. I know Lion Guard. I was there for Lion King, so I know the Lion Guard. I'm good. I don't really need to know. I don't need to know. But he seems that I really do. I need to know this information. So he taps me every 5 seconds. Then on top of that, he feels like when somebody goes in the kitchen, that everybody owes him something to eat. So now when I go shopping, I kind of try and double on whatever snack I can. I try and, get as much food as possible because I have boys that like to eat. So every time I go in there, I'm a snack person. And it got worse after I had him. So that's why he's such a snack kid. Like, a big snack kid. Like, little Debbie lives here. That's how bad my snacking is. Like, little Debbie, she has like a permanent spot here. Like, it's already, look, hostess right next to me. That's how bad my snacking is. So my son, my 2-year-old son, feels like everybody has to give him a snack. So every time I go in there, I'll get me like a bag of chips or something, or get me a fruit snack, a nutty butter, a Twinkie, honey bun, something. I go get something. And he's like, I'm like, what do you want? I know what he want. He want a snack, of course. I'm like, no, you just had a snack 5 minutes ago. Like, I would literally have just given him grapes, or given him an oatmeal pie, or given him a bag of chips. Like, I would literally have just given him something. And he's like, and then takes my hand and puts it up under his arms to pick him up and for him to get a snack. Or he steals my snacks. So if he sees that there's something in my hand, like, he's going to reach for it to get it while I'm trying to eat it. And of course, I'm not paying him any mind, and I'm missing a snack. I just don't get it. But that's my time for today. If you guys want to hear some more stories about my kids, just comment below or like this video, and I'll show you some more. And next time, my kids might be on this video. Not at 2 o'clock in the morning, but they'll be around. All right, so see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good day.